Hey guys, Alex here with Serious Goose Games. Welcome back to our Unity mobile idle game tutorial series. In the last video, we set up our idle upgrades so we can increase how much money we earn per second. Today, we're adding a stat tracker, which will be important for achievements. We're going to start by moving around a little bit of our UI. So we're going to right click on Canvas, go down to UI, and we're going to add a panel. And this is going to be our nav panel. This will contain all the buttons so that the player can switch between different menus. I'm going to go ahead and change the anchor to the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to set the height to be at 50 pixels. And the position Y to be 0, or 25. After you create the nav panel, go ahead and change its height to 100, and the position Y to be 50. And that'll place it right at the bottom. Then I'm going to grab the upgrade panel, and I'm going to move it up a little bit, so it's sitting on top of that navigation panel. While we have our upgrade panel selected, we're also going to add a component, and it's going to be a canvas group. I'm going to change the alpha to 0, so that it hides it. And then I'm going to duplicate our upgrade panel, and rename it to stat panel. And then I'm going to go down to the canvas group component, set the alpha to 1 so that we can see it. We can expand that out and delete both of these buttons. And then we're going to replace the grid layout group. So right click on grid layout group, remove component, and we're going to add a vertical layout group. And then on this vertical layout group, we're going to control child widths. Now in this stat panel, we're going to have a bunch of text to display different stats in our game. So we're going to right click on the stat panel, go to UI, and add text mesh pro. We're going to call this one time played display. You can see that places it right at the top. Then we're going to duplicate that. And this is going to be our money earned display. So total money display. Duplicate that again. Then we're going to do money from click display. Duplicate that. And then money from idle display. Helps if I spell things correctly. And then the last stat that we're going to worry about right now is clicks display. And then for each one of these, I can just change the text to represent whatever it is. We'll be changing it through code anyway. So as far as what to put in here, in an idle game, every mechanic matters. Every mechanic is something that the player can interact with and be rewarded for. And the way that idle games work is they rely on kind of that dopamine hit of achievements and progression to keep the player engaged. So the stat tracker will allow us to have achievements, and we can create achievements for every single one of these stats. So if it's something the player can interact with, then it's something that we can reward them for. Next, we're going to go into our scripts folder. We're going to right click, go to create, mono behavior script, and we're going to call this stat tracker. Go ahead and open that up. So inside here, we're going to add the break infinity namespace. So using break infinity. And then inside the class, we're going to create a public static stat tracker called instance. And then we're going to create a header called stats. And inside here is where we're going to put those different stats. So we're going to do a public big double called time played. Then we're going to do public big double total money. And total money, we're actually going to just set that to be equal to money from clicks plus our money from idle, neither of which we've created yet, but now we will. So public big double money from clicks, public big double money from idle, and then our last one is a public big double clicks. Now inside start, we're going to do an instance check. So if instance is equal to null, then we're going to set instance to be equal to this. Otherwise, if there's already an instance of the script, we're going to destroy this object. Inside update, we're going to set time played to add our time.delta time. And that's all we need in here for now. So we're going to go ahead and save it. We're going to go on to our UI manager because we need to add some things in here. The first function we want to create is a public void called open menu. We're going to pass in a canvas group menu. And inside here, it's just going to be menu.alpha equals 1, interactable equals true, and blocks raycast equal true. Then we're going to create the opposite function, which is close menu. So public void close menu. And then it's the same as before, except we're setting alpha to be 0 and the two booleans to false. Now we are going to modify this later. We're going to make it so that when we close the menu, we're actually looping through every menu and closing them all. And we'll call that whenever we open a menu. Next, we're going to go to the top and we're going to create references to all of our stat text objects. So we're going to create a header and we'll call it stats. Inside here, it'll be a public text mesh pro UGUI, and we'll have a time text, a total money text, Then we're going to have our click money text and our idle money text, and then our click text. Now we're going to add a method to update our stat text, and there's going to be a good amount of repetition here, but when we have this many stats, it's kind of hard to avoid. So private void update stat text. We're going to start out by creating a time span. So time span called time, and we're going to set this to be equal to time span dot from seconds. And we're going to grab our stat tracker dot instance dot time played dot to double. Next, we're going to grab our time text dot text and set this to be equal to time spent. And we're going to add to that string dot format, and the format is going to be 0d2, 1d2, and then 2d2. And then we're going to pass in our time.hours, time.minutes, and time.seconds. So it's going to give us hours, minutes, and seconds. The next ones are all going to be very similar to each other. So we're going to do our total money text dot text is equal to total money. We're going to actually interpolate this. So $, total money, and then we're going to do currency manager dot sign out to US name, stat tracker dot instance, total money. Then we're going to do the same thing for money from clicks. We'll interpolate the string money from clicks, grab our money from clicks stat, pass that in to the notation conversion. Then we'll do the same thing for the idle money. And then lastly, clicks. So these are all very similar. We're going to be passing the values into the currency manager. The only one that's really different is time, but that's just because the way we represent time is not the same as the way we represent other numbers. Now we can go back to update, and we're going to call that new function that we just created from update. So update stat text. And now we have to go through and actually update all of our stats. So we're going to go to our click manager first, and inside money click, we're going to do stat tracker dot instance dot money from clicks. And then we're going to add our money per click, and then we're going to increment our clicks. So stat tracker dot instance dot clicks plus, and then we're good to go. So that'll handle our money from clicking and our clicks. Now we're going to go to the idle manager, and inside our enumerator here, we're going to grab our stat tracker dot instance dot money from idle, and we're going to add our money per second times our update interval. And that's all we need for code. So go ahead and save all of that, and let's head back to Unity. Now that we're back in Unity, we're going to grab our nav panel, and we're going to add a horizontal layout group, and we're going to control the child width and height. Now right click on your nav panel in the hierarchy, go down to UI, add a button. After you add the horizontal layout group, right click on your nav panel, go to UI. We're going to add a button, and we're going to name this upgrade panel button. We can go ahead and change the text to say upgrades, and then select your button and go down to on click, hit the plus button, drag your game manager into that little slot. And then for the function, we're going to go to UI manager, and we want to open a menu, and we're going to do the same thing again. Drag the game manager in. This time we're going to go to UI manager and select close menu. So we currently have two menus here. We have upgrade and stats. And the reason I said we're going to be modifying these functions later is because we're going to have more menus, and it's tedious to have to add like a billion things to onClick. So we're going to have a function that just kind of closes everything, but that'll be for later. For now though, go ahead and drag upgrade panel into the open menu and the stat panel into the close menu. Now when we click this button in game, it's going to close our stat menu and open our upgrade menu. Go ahead and duplicate this button and name it to stat panel button. Change the text to say stats. And then we're going to swap these two. So the upgrade panel is going to be close menu, and the stat panel is going to be open menu. After that, select your game manager. Go ahead and add your stat tracker. This will let us see our stats, and it also, puts it in there so we can draw from it. We also want to assign all of these references on the UI manager. So open up your stat panel, drag time text into there, total money, money from clicks, idle money, and clicks display. After you do all that, go ahead and hit save and then play. So as soon as we hit play, we can see that time spent is functioning. The time is going up. It is being displayed properly. If I start clicking the button, You can see my total money, my money from clicks, and total clicks is all going up. And if I click these buttons, we can see it switch over to our upgrade screen, and we can switch back and forth. Now we can see our money is going up faster than our clicks because we upgraded our clicking. If I go to upgrades and we purchase the idle upgrade, we can see now money from idle is going up along with total money. So now that we have a way to track everything that the player does, we can start rewarding them for completing certain milestones or actions. So if they spend a certain amount of time in the game, we can give them an achievement for that. If they click a certain number of times, we can reward them for that. Reaching money milestones, that kind of thing. We could probably also, because we have upgrades, we could probably track upgrade purchasing. So like we could have another stat saying upgrades purchased, that kind of thing. So in the next video, we are going to start implementing the achievement system. That's all for today though. So if you like this video, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. In the comments, let me know what other actions we can track. With what we currently have, we can track the number of upgrades. In the future, we could track something like buildings purchased or challenges completed or missions completed, that kind of thing. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Alex with Serious Goose Games, and I'll see you on the next one.